friends, this is Bijou Baker. I'm Maria. I'm kind of really excited about this because I get a lot of requests like, oh, you ought to try this, or check out this video, or check out this recipe, or whatever. And I'm looking at it and I'm going, oh, that's good. This one, I don't know what social media group it was sent to me on, but that's where I got it. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to make a copy of that and copy the recipe so you guys can know, because it's out there. I know you've seen it. So I got everything ready. I literally saw the notification, Maria, check this out. And I'm looking at it and I'm going, cream cheese filled carrot cake with a streusel topping. Already wanted that in my mouth. I'm in, so much so that I literally got up and got my mise en place ready and started making. And for the record, I wake up in the morning, I have my coffee, I take out 2 sticks of butter and 1 brick of cream cheese just in case. So yeah, I did have them ready. I know. So I made it and I was all ready to do a video, and poof, I'm halfway through and I realized I didn't even set up. So I was like, oh well, I'm still making them because they just sound so good. So I'm mixing everything together and the smells are great, and I'm putting them in the cupcakes and I'm waiting and waiting and waiting for them to bake, and then they didn't really even cool off that much. I was like, I just want to eat it. And I eat it and it's just like, no, it was so dry. You had these amazing components and it fell right on its face. I mean, I was so disappointed. I threw the whole batch away. I wasn't going to give it to anybody if I can't eat it. I said, no, there's something here. So I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to use my cupcake. I'm going to use my carrot cake recipe, which I know alone is amazing. So with these other components, I'm excited for this one. Now, the sweet cream cheese and the Streusel toppings, those are across the board generic. Anytime you want a sweet cream cheese, this is probably the easiest and the most popular out there. Same with the Streusel topping. I gotta tell you, that part I did dig out of the cupcakes. I know. So below I will give you the ingredients to my carrot cake. You guys want to flag this one. Save this recipe. It is gold, 24 karat gold. So I'm going to quickly put it together. You can see the process, you'll see the ingredients, and then we'll go on to the next step. Oh, I already just can't wait. Okay, I'm going to make the streusel and the sweet cream cheese first because they're so easy and they can sit. You can even do these a couple days in advance. Just bring them back to room temperature and make them smushy, and you're good to go. And I love things that you can do a couple days in advance because sometimes, you know. All right, just a few ingredients. Everything's listed below. Like I said, I'm trying to give you guys what you asked for. Sometimes I just don't. Sometimes I do. All right, the streusel topping. Okay, you have your flour, cinnamon, and sugar, and melted butter. I'm telling you, that's all there is to it. And it gets very crumbly, very weird texture, but kind of cool. Super simple. And this is, I'm telling you, when I say it's amazing on any kind of cupcake, even chocolate or vanilla or strawberry, whatever you want to do to add a cupcake, a little bazing, try this. This is amazing on top of pumpkin cupcakes. And if you do this, the filling and the streusel topping with cupcakes, the pumpkin cupcakes, just call me over. I'll be there. So this gets set aside. The sweet cream cheese. Super soft. Make sure it's just because that's going to be easier on you. The softer this is, the less work you have. Cream cheese, sugar, and vanilla. The really neat thing about these two ingredients, or these two toppings that I just made, you can put them in anything. In this particular recipe, it doesn't have to be cupcakes. You can put them in a loaf pan. You can put them in a sheet pan. You know, you can put them in a casserole dish. You can do what you want with it. All right, so you want it super creamy, making sure everything is combined. Done. I'm gonna have to do a whole video just on cupcakes. How much to fill them, how high to go, how long to bake them, the different things you can do with them. Yeah, that is, why haven't I done that yet? God. Yeah, we're gonna get on that because that's just a whole, I mean, let's get in there and play, okay? So this is quite possibly the very best carrot cake I have ever had. And it took a while to perfect, but worth every minute. Get all your dry together, mix them pretty good. And I do use cake flour in this. If you don't have cake flour, don't worry about it. You can, on the link below, there's a video on how I show you how to make it. Super simple. If you still don't want to do that, just use regular flour. I promise you, it'll be all right. Okay, we have oil. And sugar. So whenever you're going to put oil and sugar together, you're going to get sand. You're not going to get this, you know, whip until creamy. That's not going to happen with these two ingredients. But it's going to look like a slushy. But don't drink it. Okay, and the eggs. I knew you were a double yolker, baby. Thank you. And I'm still counting that as one because that just means I get extra richness, which, hello. Yeah, that was a big egg. And just because it's my habit, every time I finish adding the eggs, I add the vanilla. This kind of keeps my mind saying, okay, I know what's next. All right, a touch of vanilla. Yeah, that's a touch for me. If you don't like vanilla, obviously don't use it. Could you use anything else? Sure, they're your cupcakes. You can do whatever you want. All right, now we're going to add the flour, and I think I'm just going to add it all together. Ta-da! Once you get this flour in, you're not going to want to mix it around too much. And your carrots, when you grate them, I had a bigger grate this time. I just kind of wanted to see more carrot, so that you have a fine grate and a larger grate. I'm just going to use the larger grate on this one. Oh man, those spices are saying hi. Okay, I'm not worried about it not being fully combined because we're not done yet. So I am going to, I drain squeeze the heck out of the carrots because I don't want it to be too wet. Yeah, those are a big grate. I don't think I've ever used it that size, but go ahead, ask me. Ask me if I care. Ask me if I mind. So you're going to use 1 pound. So there's a lot of carrots in here. And personally, for me, a carrot cake really isn't a carrot cake unless it has raisins. So I definitely put raisins in my carrot cake. It gets so plump and sweet. But I also put in crushed pineapple. Not a whole lot, and I let that partially drain. So I scoop it up into a little colander, set the colander in here and let it drip. You don't want this to be too wet, so so wet that it's soggy. Nah, that's not good. That pineapple smells heavenly. All right, that's it. It's all. Can you smell it? Inhale. Okay, cupcake liners. This is going to really be part of how big you want your cupcakes, how you want your cupcakes to look. I love these tulip cupcake liners. You can get a ton of them on Amazon. I don't remember the price, but I think you get like 200 for a song and a dance. And I like these because I get to fill them up higher. They get to be bigger, fuller. And some of these are going to go to the fire department in my neighborhood. So I kind of really want them to be, decent. If you didn't have these and you just had the regular, that's fine. Don't feel like you're missing out. I'm just telling you what I want and what I like. So I'm going to take an ice cream scooper, just a regular ice cream scooper. And I'm just going to plop them in. And they hold more. These tulips hold more, I'm not going to lie. It's not a full spoonful. Here, I'll show you. See, it's not a full spoonful, but it's enough. And then we're going to put some of the cream cheese filling in the middle and put a little bit more on. Not another scoop, not that much. Just a little bit. This, by the way, is also amazing with red velvet. The filling and the topping. I was just really so disappointed in how dry the other recipe was. I should have known better. I know how to rate a recipe. So let me show you, let me get you a better look, a better angle. Okay, is that better? I think that's better. So I'm just going to take a dollop, put it right in the middle. And I am going to be generous this, because even if I wanted more, I can whip out some more. It's easy enough to just make more. And if you're concerned, then you don't know me, because you know my hands are always, I probably have the cleanest hands in America. I'm telling you, it's just ridiculous how often they're in the water. You think they'd be all wrinkled up? Well, not that they're not. Not that they're not. All right. Then I'm going to kind of just smoosh this down and top it with some more cupcake. Carrot cake. Okay, so I took a toothpick and I just kind of swirled it to make sure that this carrot, the batter is on top and not the filling, just because I know what I want to see when I bite into it. They're heavy. These things are heavy. a lot bigger in these tulips than in the regular pan, because they're already at this level. You know, they're already right here. So it's all right. These give it the structure to keep going straight up. So I'm going to take some of this streusel, and I'm going to be pretty generous with this streusel because I have a lot and because it's delicious. All right, so I'm going to do this with the rest of them. Okay, so I have enough to do either another batch, but I think I'm going to do a little loaf pan with this. I will need to make some more cream cheese because I don't want to be stingy on that, but these are perfect. They're going to go in the oven at 350 because I want that bit of a dome on it. Let me speak to you. Okay, oh, I look so short. If you watch my baking and my cakes, you know that I bake my cakes and my cupcakes at 285 for a lot longer than you would think any cake should be baked. So an average 2-layer cake, I would bake at 285 for about 50 to 55 minutes. I know, right? But they rise perfect and flat, and they're just amazing. You don't have to do anything to chop them off and work with them. They're ready to go. Cupcakes too. I like flat cupcakes because when I decorate, I don't want to have to work around the dome. Now, this is the exception. I want that dome. So I'm going to bake it at 350 for about 20 minutes. Because it's a heavy cupcake. Now, what's going to happen, like with the cakes, the outside's going to cook first. But the center is still rising, so it's cooking and rising, and so you get that dome. So if you have cakes and you think, man, why do I always get that? That's why. Low and slow, baby. So let's go put these in the oven, and I'll make the other loaf batter. Okay, so I sprayed my bowl. I'm going to put in my bowl, my pan. I know you know what I meant. And I'm just going to divide this in half. There's not a whole lot, but there's enough for what I need. And I did have some cream cheese, and let me tell you something real quick about this. It wasn't cold. I mean, it was cold. So I popped the cold cream cheese in the microwave for about 20 seconds, and wow, look at it. It's beautiful. I know. You do what works. And the rest. I'll tell you what, I mean, it's the same exact ingredient, okay? It's the same recipe. The only difference is the size, but I'm dying to cut into this. You're beautiful. All right, and Struesel. So this, obviously, because it's bigger, is going to have a longer cooking time. So I think I'm going to start this off at 35 minutes, and then just keep an eye on it. Yes. So I took this recipe and I ran with it. I did it. I did it the way I was supposed to. Every time I get a new recipe, I will follow the directions exactly. And sometimes, I'm sure that sometimes it's fine. I can't believe I had to change every recipe I ever went into. I don't, did that just sound completely egotistical or what? That's not how I meant it. This was a fail. The rest of the original fail for me was a fail. But I just ran with it, which I hope is what you guys do with the recipes that I give you. Take what you like and make it your own and go run with it. And if you're, you know, for those of you who are more experienced, but for you new bakers, stick with this. It works. I gotcha. I'm not gonna let you fail. So I'll clean up. I'll wait forever for these to bake, and then we'll check it out. Oh, look at these. These are the cupcakes here. These are the cupcakes. Did I show you already? Well, I'm going to show you again. Probably one of the most disappointing cupcakes I've ever made. Told you. I'm telling you, that was the longest 45 minutes. Whenever you're making carrot cake or a spice cake or pumpkin, when you've got the homey, earthy spices in there, it just does stuff to the house, and it just makes it so warm and cozy. So they're out. They're beautiful. And they're so big. They're so big. I'm loving it. The loaf pan is still baking. I'm going to let it take its time. Here, take a look. Take a look. These are nice. The dome didn't happen because I left the door open. That's just all me. But they're so, look at how big they are. You're not going to miss out on this baby. It's still hot, but, well, you know me. I'm impatient. I'll just start with the one I touched. Ugh. Oh man, look at that cream cheese. Look at that yumminess. Oh, this is heaven. Just looking at it, you can see how moist it is. I'm sure you can you? Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. So I'm gonna dig in. Oh yeah, all I did was poke it with the fork, and it's still hot, but you know what I don't put in my carrot cake are nuts. I don't know why. I just don't. I know 9-10 of the people love it. I'm the one that doesn't. So my kitchen, my rules, right? That was a taste I was hoping to get from the first recipe. So moist. That sweet cream cheese is so good, and the streusel, just the pineapple. Round of applause. The streusel is just crunchy. I could have put like a ton more. I could have put more, only because it's good. This is a winner, guys. This is a winner. Give it a shot. This is perfect for Thanksgiving or Tuesday. Anytime you're looking for something good with a lot of different elements in it, that's your baby. Okay, my friends, until next time, happy baking.
Ah, that was fun. Don't forget to like and subscribe.